Undead, yeah, woo. People are trying to be nice to you, but it's hard when you keep changing what you say. Like you said you have an ED and you tried to recover but lost more weight instead. And now you were saying that's your natural body. Like, I'm literally confused. I still love you, but I just wish you were more honest. Well, you guys, listen, like, I am being honest now and everything like that. You look so cute, Eugenia. Thank you. When I came back from the internet, I've kind of talked a lot about this, but, you know, I was kind of, which it doesn't matter anymore. It happened so many years ago. But my life was kind of just like suddenly changed overnight because of like an instance I was put in, and like, I don't know, I was in like really not so good of a mind state. And then because of certain things that, you know, happened, like, then I kind of had to go to like this program where like, it was like very, very, very intense, like to the point that like it would even be like a lot like on my body. Like, I'm not gonna get like too into that, but you know, kind of, yeah. And then also like mentally during that time, it was a really hard time for me. Like, I didn't want to come back to the internet, but at the same time, like, it's kind of a lot of pressure to come back like when you've been gone for so long and you've kind of been in like such a bad mindset. And I would even kind of have like people that I think were like trying to help me, but would kind of be like saying, oh, you know, Eugenia, you gotta like do this right. You have to say this, or people aren't gonna be happy with you, and this and that. And then that just kind of, I feel like in the long run, like just kind of makes me, or I felt like, you know, or I think a lot of people might feel like more stressed out, kinda. So, you know, when I came back, like, I think like a lot of people kind of think like they know everything about that situation when a lot of people really don't. And, you know, like that period of my life when I was gone was honestly really not like a great time. So you doubled down. Double down on what? I don't really even feel like I know what I was doing during a lot of that time. Like, I just kind of felt like I just kind of had to do what I had to do, and I just, you know, like I'm really doing fine now and everything, guys, but that period of my life I would not really say was like at all like the best period for me, really. You know, so I just kind of am now just kind of trying to move on from that period, really. You've relapsed. Not really, guys, because a lot of that I didn't even really want to do. You know, a lot of me kind of like leaving and like, I don't know, my life was like, I think like some people think I was in like this really happy, great mindset, but you know, I just kind of think like a lot of people don't really understand, and it wasn't really a great time in my life. And at this point in my life, I'm just kind of trying to move on, and I'm just kind of, you know, trying to do the best I can. I'm not trying to say like I'm perfect or, you know, be me or anything like that, but I'm just kind of trying to, you know, live life the best I can. And like, yeah, I feel like a lot of these people have never been to a rehab center. Sometimes the more stress and pain, then it's helpful. Yeah, exactly. Like, they're not always the best places to be in. Thank you, Pai Chi, for the bits. If you need
help, you should get it, not because anyone else says you do. We will support you no matter what you choose.
Thank you, Pai Chi. I guess like sometimes I just kind of wish that people would understand that if I wanted to do that, or I wanted to do something, that I think like I would just kind of have to decide like, I feel like I need to do this, or, you know, I want to do this, or whatever. And sometimes like when people online are just kind of all trying to like constantly tell me what to do. And I know a lot of you guys think you're right and I'm wrong and this and that, and like that's fine. You know, you guys are entitled to like your own opinion. But it's just kind of like, you know, I'm the one that I guess like lives with myself like every day, and you know, like, it's kind of, I guess, like, just like, you know, with you, it would be like your choice, like what you do in your life and what you feel like is best for you, you know? And sometimes, like, not really everyone else can really tell you that. Like, sometimes you're probably gonna know better than, like, other people would. You're harming yourself? I'm really not, though, guys, you know? I'm just, like, living my life, you know? Like, I'm just kind of living my life. Like I said, like, I'm just kind of doing the best I can in life and with everything. And, I don't really know, like, what some people really want me to say. You know, if you have your opinions, like, that's fine. Literally dying. Not really. I mean, I'm alive right now, you know? I mean, you know, guys, like, technically, I guess, like, all of us could be, like, literally dying, technically. You know? But, I mean, like, I'm alive right now, so, yeah, woo. I never want to make someone feel bad for something they can't change immediately. I just need to say how I feel as well sometimes. I'm scared. We know it can't change, but we also aren't getting any closure on this. So it remains a sad story and we want to influence a better outcome. No one means any hate. We just know natural means more like you can't control what your brain is doing. So the disorder affecting health is your natural state right now. We just feel like it is SH. It's hard. Well, I'm sorry, you guys. You know, like, I really don't mean to, like, make anyone upset. And I understand, like, a lot of you guys have, like, good intentions with, like, what you guys say. But I guess it's just kind of like, you know, like, to me, I really feel like I'm doing okay. And I know, like, a lot of you guys probably, like, mean well and everything. And I really appreciate the people that, like, do care about me and stuff. But I just kind of think that, like, you know, thank you, Michael, for the bits.
Telling you how to live your life.
Thanks.
It feels like some people are just interrogating you instead of treating you with respect and respect your choices. It's ridiculous, to be honest. You should be able to enjoy your own streams with the interrogations.
Thank
like
you.
The need to shut up, honestly, show
Yeah,
100.
like, I understand not everyone means bad. But, you know, guys, like, sometimes, you know, I'm just kind of trying to exist. Like, I'm not always trying to make, like, everything about, like, what people think about, you know, like, what they think is, like, wrong with me all the time. Or just, like, whatever, you know? Y'all, at the end of the day, it's up to her. She can't be forced into something. Leave her be and let's enjoy the stream. Thank you! And that's the thing, you guys. Like, you know, like, thank you guys who do care about me and everything. But I just kind of think, like, you know, like, everyone has, like, their own life, and sometimes you just kind of have to do, like, what you feel is best for yourself, and just live life, like, the best you can and everything. And, you know, I'm just kind of on stream, just trying to have a good time with you guys and stuff, and that's, like, really what I'm here to do, so, yeah. So, yeah, you know, like, that's really all I'm trying to do. I'm really not trying to do anything wrong here. All I can say is that I truly want the best for you, and I want you to live a wonderful life. You deserve good things. Well, thank you. I really do appreciate that, and same to you. I wish, like, you only good things in life, and always want the best for you, too, and you know, like, you guys that do, like, want the best for me and, like, say nice things and stuff, like, I always really, really do appreciate that, you guys, and that's the same I always want for you guys, too. It's like, you know, I really always want the best for you guys as well, so thank you. If people are so worried or cared so much, you think they want to just show kindness and love? Yeah, not attack or constantly say you need help. Yeah, I mean, like I said, like, I understand, like, a lot of you guys maybe, like, mean well and everything, but sometimes it's just, like, when some people are just kind of, like, constantly attacking me, or just kind of telling me, like, you need help for this or that, or, like, whatever, like, it doesn't really do anything to, like, help me, you know? It's like sometimes I just kind of think it's like better to just like treat people like as people Because at the end of the day, like, we all are humans, you know? And I think, like, there's more to people than just kind of, like, what you think about them or, like, their situations or whatever. You know, like, we're all humans at the end of the day. And, yeah. You all still complain, even when someone's kind. Say you want her to stay sick without saying you want her to stay sick. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird sometimes, guys. Like, I don't really always get, like some people, how do I say it? I guess just kind of have, like, a weird way of, I guess, like, showing how much they care or, like, whatever, you know? Am I gonna play Hogwarts later? Yes, we are gonna play Hogwarts tonight. I'm very excited for that. I've been, like, loving the Hogwarts game so far. It's so much fun. It's 100% your life, Eugenia, but telling your young, impressionable viewers that you're not harming yourself and that you're naturally skinny is very dangerous. Just don't even address it. Live your life, but please don't give misinformation that others may absorb. Well, you guys, like, I'm sorry. I don't really know what to say to that, because, like, the thing is, like, I do eat and everything. I know I don't always do that on camera, but, like, I don't know. This is just kind of, you know, I guess how I look with, like, what I eat or, like, whatever. You know, I just kind of feel like people are, like, constantly kind of, like, hounding me. And I'm not trying to say anything to, like, you know, young, impressionable people or whatever. It's just kind of like some people, I think, like, always acting like I'm supposed to be, like, this perfect role model when it's like, I'm not claiming to be that. Like, I'm not claiming I'm some sort of, like, health expert. You know, I'm not telling people how their body should look. I'm not telling them look like me. I'm not telling them, like, anything like that. Then why did you look different in 2019? Because they put me on an insane plan. Like, I'm not gonna get too into that, but it was, like, to the point that sometimes it was even giving me, like, bad effects with, like, my body. Like, like, and then if I wasn't, like, you know, kind of, like, I guess, like, gaining or whatever the way they wanted me to, they just keep upping and upping, where it was, like, a little bit crazy. So I don't really want to get, like, too into that, but I mean, there are reasons that would be. So yeah. Refeeding syndrome, I don't know, guys. I know some of I don't really want to get that into it, but I know that with, like, what they were doing, that I was definitely having, like, some tests, like, not coming back very good. And, like, even, like, organ stuff, like, I don't really want to, like, you know, like I said, get that into that, but, you know, like, there are reasons that I say what I say, so, like, yeah. But yeah, even I love you. It's not okay to say you are natural. That isn't right. It is misinformation. I mean, is anything natural, guys? I mean, if you, like, I don't know. Like, I don't really want to start getting into, like, you know, like, I don't know, like, people's diets or whatever. But, I mean, obviously, like, if you're under an extreme program like that, it's gonna, you're gonna look different than, like, regular, just, like, life. I mean, I don't know. Okay, I guess I should just say I'm fine. I guess I feel fine. I don't really know. Like, I never try to say anything wrong. I just kind of don't always know what to say, I guess. I don't know. I also kind of don't really see why it matters that much. You know, I just kind of think, like, hey, like, I don't know. I don't go around, like, analyzing everyone else's bodies and be like, are you natural? Why do you look like that? How much do you eat? It's like, I don't know. I'm just kind of like, it's not really my business. Like, I don't know. The thing is, some people are born like her current physical condition. Why is everyone being such a wussy? I just kind of think, like, some people are being a little too sensitive with all this. Like, no offense, but it's like if I say, like if I word things the way people don't like, or just kind of like if I say things that I come to my head, people being like, that could be a bad impression. And I'm like, you guys, like, I'm not trying to claim I'm like this perfect role model, okay? Like, I'm sorry if I don't always say everything like correctly or whatever. You know I can be kind of like an idiot sometimes, so it's like, yeah, you know, like I'm not trying to like claim like, you know, take my words as like, you know, like I'm like some like preacher lady or like whatever, you know. Just let her stream, guys. She's heard it all before. It's not helpful, and it's obviously just putting me through more stress. Yeah. And that's the thing, because it's like people say like they want to like help me or whatever. But then at the same time, it's like if I say anything or word anything wrong, then it turns into, you're a bad role model, like bad impression of, like, you're leaving a bad impression on people. What about the impressionable viewers? And I'm like, I don't know, guys, like I'm not trying to claim I'm any sort of like expert in anything, okay? Like sometimes I'm just speaking like what comes to like my brain and like, you know, my heart, guys, you know, like I don't know. It's not fair to you that people are judging you. I think, yeah, I don't know. That's just kind of how I feel sometimes. Because it's like I said, I don't personally go around just kind of like judging people and their bodies and being like, why do you look like that? Oh, if you say anything wrong, you might leave a bad impression on someone. You know, like, if anything, I just kind of feel like that's more each person's own business, and we should just kind of all try to be kind to each other. Like, you know, like, I don't really see why the way someone else looks really like has to like matter so much, or like why they look the way they look has to matter so much to like other people sometimes, you know? Just kind of how I feel, guys. I know not everyone means bad, like I said, but that's just kind of my opinion on that. Thank you for the bits, Firefighter Batman.
Someone they cared about if they were addicted to drugs and endangering their life. Studies show tough love can be very effective. No one wants to see you suffer any further.
Well, you guys, the thing is, though, like, I'm not really on stream here, like suffering, you know, like, I'm just kind of on here, like, having, like, trying to have a good time, you know, like, that's really what I'm trying to do. Like, I'm not on here really like, oh, I'm suffering, help me. I even think, like, if somebody was a drug addict, like, if you know them in real life and you are able to help them, then that's great, and obviously try to help them. But I also don't think it means like suddenly treat them like they're not human, you know, like they're still a human at the end of the day. And I still think like there's more to them than just that, you know, like I still don't think you have to like totally treat them like they're not like a person, you know? Like that's just kind of my opinion. You're not suffering. I believe you. Your body is suffering and you don't feel it because you got used to it a long time ago. I don't know, guys. I mean, I don't feel like I am. I mean, my body to me feels okay. So, you know, like, that's not me trying to say anything wrong. Like, I almost feel like some people want me to, like, come on stream and be like, I'm in pain, but I'm just not. So it's like, you know... Thank you for the bits, Bailey. I love you too.
That so many of us love you and respect
I love you guys too.
Your life choices.
Thank
I'm sorry
you.
that we're being bombarded right now.
It's okay. It happens, you know. But it's okay, you know. Like you guys that are really sweet and just kind of do treat me like a person, you know. I feel like I don't know. Like sometimes I just kind of feel, which guys like. I know a lot of people don't mean to make me feel like this, but sometimes I just feel so like, I don't know. Because sometimes like with some people it'll kind of start like nice, but then it turns into you're a bad person. You know what you're doing. This, that. And then I'm just kind of like, everybody hates me. Which that's not to say like people aren't allowed to not like me or anything like that, you know, like people can feel like however